in our book review segment today, we feature Lucy Kiruthu and her book Customer Service at its Best.
If you give poor service, customers will leave you before uttering a word. My name is Lucy Kiruthu. I practice as a management consultant, and I've been doing that for the last 4 years. And previously, I worked with a number of corporates, both in Kenya and in the US, for about 10 years. And when I look back to my writing career, I would actually say it started about 13 years ago, right from the university, and I needed to make some money. Then I was actually doing some feature in one of the local dailies. Putting together this book in the year 2003 when I was working at Walmart stores in the USA, but it was not until the end of last year, 2012 December, when I actually got it published. Yeah, so it has taken me quite a while to get my first book out. I'm currently on my second book, but when I think about what really inspired me, I really felt that I had some information that I wanted to share out with the world. What I've actually shared is 202 thoughts that I put together in the last 5 or so years regarding customer service. But my intention is that for the next book, it will be more of a collection of the articles that I've been writing, given that I'm a columnist in one of our local dailies. It will be much more content. So the style is likely to change with the next book. The title of my book, Customer Service at its Best. Of course, I had a number of titles that I needed to choose from, but finally, when I settled on this, I thought, wow, this is probably the best of the titles from the selection that I had. Yeah. I've actually not had a mentor per se, but of course I like to read. I spend most of my time reading, and it happens with many of the people who are writers. They also like to spend a lot of time reading. So I've read I have a whole collection of books, and I think one of the people that I was so interested in getting to read as much of what we've written as possible was John Maxwell. Yeah, so I've read a lot of his books. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, every once in a while I have four books that I'm reading and rereading. So currently, probably if you go to my car, you'll find the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which I think I'm reading for the 3rd time. Let me first talk about my mom and dad, because I think they were the first people to get a hold of my copy, and I remember my dad saying that he read it within 2 hours. By the way, it's a very easy read, and both of them were really excited. In fact, I think up to now, my mom has even been marketing the book. So there was a lot of support from my family, and also most importantly from my customers. I have organizations that have bought this book for each of their employees, which has been very exciting for me. I think it's more of something that you do for fun as opposed to really a career, because at the end, I don't know how, probably as Kenyan writers, we don't have many that are making a living out of the books that they sell. And so I would probably recommend that writing is something that you do hand in hand with consulting, with teaching, like I do, because I do part-time teaching. I am a corporate trainer. So it's something that you do amidst other things. The next time that I do the reprint of the book, there are more thoughts that have come to mind. So I'm going to add to the 202 short thoughts. And as regards when I started writing the book, it's quite interesting because I think the very first time I wanted to publish it, I had about 170 thoughts. So there's so much that has changed over the years, because there are still new thoughts that are coming to my mind when I think about customer service. Was looking for the printer because it's a self-published book, and I was looking out for local printers. I got some contacts for some printers in India, in China, but finally decided to just use our local printers. So I think that's a main challenge. Yeah. Was the originator of the concept, but I did have a graphic designer who helped me to put it all together. So I chose the colors. I decided to go the smiley face way because I thought it would make it quite attractive. The hardest part of writing is I believe the final reviews, in terms of just going through the book over and over again, just making sure that everything is well in order. As local authors, one of the thoughts that has been going through my mind is that we need to create a community of authors, because we are not yet there. You walk into any bookstore today, 99% of the books that are there are by foreign authors. So I feel there's a lot needed to just be able to bring the local authors together and for them to be able to market their books. What I would ask of them is that if they actually put each of the thoughts that I've shared into practice, we would have a customer service revolution in the country, because I think we actually need a second revolution for customer service. Yeah. Focused on new customers that you forget the customers who got you where you are today.